Hey everybody, welcome back. Dirty Doug here. Nice and bright and early here in the morning. It's a beautiful day. It actually stopped snowing. The sun's coming up over there in the distance. The sky is clear. There's no wind at all. The mess finally stopped. That's great. I know I had a really spotty, I had a really rough week anyways. I had a really rough week. I still got this cold in my chest and I've been trying to gag it out of me hard. It's been rough. It's like Jax had another day off school yesterday. Well, you didn't have the day off. They 2 hours late, start school at like 10, then get out at 2. I voted that it was bad enough out that I just kept him home and I stayed home with him. And I had no video yesterday, but here I am down here, places unknown, and I haven't been down here since Monday, so I really don't know what I'm walking into here right now. I don't know what got done. I don't even know if Work Compadre's been down here at all, actually, tell you the truth. But I'm just gonna assume he was, because he's a hard-working man, the crazy fool he is. I mean, if he had no arms, he'd still try to work, that guy. So let's turn the light on and see what we got going on here. We've got cabs up. He's building some pieces in here. I can see he's got a cab corner in. Oh, so on the last days I was down, I took this gas tank and I used the little plastic spinner wheels that you put on the end of a drill. I don't see it right here in front of me, but we got these little plastic spinner wheels you put on a drill, and I spun up and cleaned off this whole gas tank after I had got this thing from far as I'm concerned, ready for some paint, as far as I'm concerned. So Work Compadre's been down here. These are new pieces that are getting put in right here. That looks mighty good there, buddy. That looks awesome. I love how he does work that looks so nice to me. So he got a cab corner in. Check him out. There's no dust on my work partner. There's none. No dust at all. He's not only really good at what he does, he's a really good guy to work with, and I really enjoy working with him. And this is the first and only day I've got to work with him this week, so maybe that's why I'm kind of bummed out and in a bummer mood and everything, right? So yeah, you see, we painted, him and I, we painted when the last days we were here, so it's all nice under there. As you can see, that's what the hole underneath of this truck looks like. And look at the firewall. Like I said, she's minty. Now this stuff you see here is just some seam sealer and stuff. That's all that is. And he's got doors on. I'm assuming they open and shut nicely. He's probably going to have them on for strength as he's cutting her the hell up. She likes to do. And looks like he's moving forward. And he's doing quite well, from what I can tell. This is exciting because as soon as these cab corners get on this truck, I think the cab's going to be thrown down on the frame, and that's just more steps forward, doing things right. So yeah, even when I'm not here, things are still moving forward in this shop, as you can tell. And I hope I can open this door. Yep. So yeah, as you see last time I showed you, and the inside's all good. This door's not in bad shape at all, really. I mean, there's something they picked out of a pile somewheres. My camera's not focused really well. It's my fault. But that door looks good. Work Compadre's cab corner looks great. He's got everything tied in really nicely. I like how that looks. That's a big step forward. You see how nice that door just shut, you guys? For an old door that's got no rubber or anything on it. I mean, look at it. You know, like, you can't beat that. Someone will scream at me, the body line's off. It's a cab sitting on a hoist, you guys. Give me a break. So that's that. Let's see, the boys were working on the motor. They had problem with the motor mounts right down here. These motor mounts needed the center cut out of them right there, as you can see. So they had took them somewhere, and they got the centers cut out of them with a plasma cutter. Last time I was here, they had the oil pan dropped, so you see the bolts are just turned, and the oil pan was dropped, and they were putting this on, which I see they got on, the check oil spout. So them guys are moving forward on this stuff too. I see they got a new part on the fuel rail right here. A new oil filter. It's got some kind of a blocker there for that. I don't know what the hell that is. But it looks like even though I'm not here, things still get pushed forward as you can see. And yeah, so I've only had 2 days down here this week. This Monday, and then I'm gonna have today down here this week. I'm gonna do something. I don't know. I'm gonna figure. I haven't figured it out yet. I just got here in the morning. I'm just doing my short videos before my work compadre gets here, and I see I have a board on the wall over there now. Everything's great. Today that I get to work down here, I've had a rough week. It's been a frustrating week. A few things have happened this week that weren't great. A friend of mine had a heart attack and he died this week. He was a guy that I met through my brother that my brother worked with, and when he passed, he was at another friend of mine's house, and that friend tried to save him, and he did save him. I mean, he had a heart attack, but his heart was still beating when the ambulance took him. But he ended up dying in the hospital. So I mean, my friend that tried to save him, he's pretty beat up over it, as you can imagine. But I have to say that, John, you're a hero. You're a total hero, man. You did everything you could. You're a stand-up man. You're a hero, but God bless you. That's just so really sorry to hear that. It's very unfortunate. He was a great guy. And yeah, it's just one of those days and one of those weeks, man. We had snowstorms. My camera just did some kind of a weird pause there. We had snowstorms all week. It's been just an off week. I know I didn't get very many videos out. Don't worry, everybody. I'm not gonna quit. I mean, I know sometimes this is just really hard to do, and especially by myself. But like my friend from Australia over there, Robbie, he always says that he calls me a battler. I feel like a battler some days. I feel like I'm battling against this, that, and everything, you know. And you know, there's quite often I'll get times when the Chad licks, and, you know, the guys that will bend him over and run their tongue up the crack of his ass, the Chad licks will attack me and stuff and talk to me like I don't deserve to be doing this and making videos. I hate to say, but anybody can come on YouTube and make videos that wants to. It's freedom that we have to do. Anybody can do this. I don't know what makes you think that I can't deserve to be able to do this. And you know, I was in a situation there where I was getting absolutely nowhere by working for them. So I had to take control of my life myself and do my own thing so I can actually get somewhere instead of just being a slave to the few dollars that they were forking at, which wasn't very goddamn much compared to what they make. You know what I'm saying? So I am a battler. I'm a battler with life, with work, with other people. You know, I do a lot to put my life out there on camera, and I tell you guys pretty much everything I do. I'm freaking honest about everything I do. I'm a hell of an honest guy. And I'm just trying to be honest with you about what I do and what I do for work and where I go to work and all this stuff. I know I can't show you everything because not everybody wants to be on videos with me. I don't know if it's that they don't like what I'm doing or they just don't want to be on videos. They think I'm an idiot. I don't really know what the hell it is, but I'm gonna continue to make these videos for you guys. Don't think I'm not. I'm gonna continue to keep plugging away and working at this stuff. And my own projects, everything will change here soon. As soon as summer comes, there's going to be different projects and different things that I'm going to do. As soon as Little Dirt's off school, Little Dirt claims he's going to work for me all summer. I mean, he's 10 years old and he claims he wants to work for me all summer. I said, great. If you want to work for me, I'll pay you all summer. That's great. So hopefully when weather changes, we can get Little Dirt on camera too a lot more often. Get him working. And if he's interested, it'll definitely pick up on it and show that he has talents for a 10-year-old, which any 10-year-old is inspired to do anything will have talents, right? We just got to point him in the right direction and get him going, right? So I just want to thank you all for always tuning in, coming back, being so the ones that are always so kind and respectful towards me. And to the everyday people I talk to. Like I actually have people that are subscribers that actually I talk to daily. Like my good friend Brian, he's amazing. Like I couldn't ask for a better friend that I've never met before in my damn life. You know, and I got a bunch of these guys like this. So, anyways, my work compadre just walked through the door. Dirty Doug, over and out. Hey everybody, welcome back. Dirty Doug here. Second half of my video today. Yeah, you guys probably not gonna like the first half of my video the way I was going on bullshitting, but anyway, that's the truth. And so this afternoon, I didn't get a full noon hour video because our boss and son, they showed up and they worked with us most of the day, which was great. We had a lot of fun talking and carrying on, shooting shit and all this stuff. So we had a really good time this afternoon hanging out with our boss and his kid, and they were doing some stuff. They got this old generator over here that they were working on, and they did a little bit to the motor over there, and yeah, a few things happened. I mean, then I found out I screwed up a few things, and then I had to fix them. But I had a few spots left on this truck that I had to. The tailgate got open and it fell because it's got no straps on it right now. So as you can see, it's got no straps on it right now. So the gate got opened and it fell too far and it cracked out the corners. And then I found a dent underneath here, which I didn't get completely finished because there was just me doing multiple things today. So there was a spot under here on the rocker which I didn't like, which I flattened out more. Yeah, I can't even see how. And I had a little spot there that I haven't flattened out more. But I was going around it today. There had been some primer on a lot of these rubbers. I was scraping these ones clean. There was primer on the rubbers around the window, and I was getting all the primer off the rubbers going around the window and stuff. Just getting everything cleaned up. So when I do my final tape off before paint, it's going to be tight and right, and with hardly any loose paper like there is now. That was just put on with the primer and stuff. Like I said, I did all these rubbers here. As you can see, they're clean and stuff all around the windshield. I got the hood put back on. Then I had some flaky paint on the edge. I had to get rid of that, so it's going to get a little squirt on there. I never got the hood flat sanded. I still need to flat sand the hood. The hood wasn't even on the vehicle. The hood got covered with a whole bunch of splatters of, I don't know, all kinds of this, that, and everything grades material going on here. So that had to be scrubbed, washed multiple times. And I had mixed up some paint, and I got this gas tank all painted for these guys because they are going to put this gas tank on the frame and run the lines for the cab, which the cab's up in the air now, as you can kind of see under it now. But how good it looks. Someone was drinking coffee and they left the cup up there. It's good. And the cab looks really nice underneath. Work Compadre did as usual, Work Compadre does a stand-up job. It still needs to be seam sealed up in there and painted up in there. He left the tags on that. I got after him about that. So you're not supposed to leave the tags on that stuff, man. You're not supposed to leave the tags on. But it needs to be seam sealed up in there. And them tags need to come off. I can get those off, no problem. But anyways, tank's painted, ready to go on. Work Compadre did. The bottom of this gate was like one of the last finishing touches to the fiberglass top over here. That was one of the final steps of finishing this. This, of course, it's got sets up against the gate when it closes. It's got a rough, as you can see, the paint is fresh on it. It's still a little bit of it's wet. That's how, like, he did a fiberglass job on it, not just any normal fiberglass job on it. I don't know if you guys do this, but this is something that, just give me a second, I'm gonna gather my bearings here. This is something that I'll recommend to everybody and anybody to do when it comes to laying this stuff sometimes. You take your fiberglass filler and you add some resin with it, with your hardener, It smoothens it right out. It makes it very pliable, very creamy, very nice to lay. It works better. It gets harder. I've been doing this for a number of years, and it works great. I picked this, and you can do the same thing with your body fill too. You can put this stuff here in your body fill, and it'll make it more creamy, more pliable, and lay better and everything. And this is a trick that I picked up off of my neighbor Kenny years ago. He used to always put this stuff in all of his fill just because of the way it made it more creamy and more pliable, more and more easier to work with. It just made it a lot better and harder, and it would harden better and everything. So that right there that's a Kenny trick. He's been doing that as long as I've known him. I mean, I don't do it myself personally because it's one damn more thing I need to buy, really. And most of the time when I'm doing this shit, I can barely afford to buy what you need to use to get the damn job done, let alone extras to make things much betterish. But that is what Work Compadre did when he did the bottom of this gate. So he fiberglassed and did that. He did that a few times on both sides, and then he just used fiberglass to fill in the up and down spots and the little holes and notches and all that shit. There's just the fine tuning on it. He used the body fill to do that. So most of that there is fiberglass. So this is going to also have it's also going to have a strip of rubber that goes all the way across. A sealer goes all the way across, and this is a gate. So of course it's going to have it's got your normal gate hinges up here, and it's going to have shocks. This gate is going to have shocks on it too, so it's just not a floppy ass old loose gate. It's going to be one that shocks itself up and down. So there's a little bit of resistance to the lifting up and down of it. And that notch right there it sits right in here, as you could guess, right? She sits right in there, this pretty little tailgate, which I thought was good. That had a big wongly dongly under there. And I couldn't take the gate off to fix it. I really wanted to too. I really wanted to take the gate off to fix it, and Work Compadre was like, no, you're not taking that gate off. I'm like, so you know how fun stuff is to work on upside down and all that crap, right? So like I said, there's a few spots around on this I had to do, and I mean there was just little nicks in the paint, little holes, just little marks and stuff. You know how when you always have them little extra little spots and chips and holes and all that stuff that you find after you blow it and you wipe it all off. So then you're going around with your little bits of fill, or a lot of people use putty to go around and fill in. So that nice creamy light brown putty that sands right beautiful. It's right nice. Well, I ain't got that crap. I don't really use that crap because it's expensive as hell, and I can do the same damn thing with some body fill as you can with that. It's just a bit different, right? So that's just me throwing you guys out my video for what I did this morning and this afternoon. And man, like I said, I haven't done a whole hell of a lot this week. I actually had a couple storm days where the boy had stayed home from school, and I stayed home with them. And it's like -20 out, and we were planning on painting this damn thing this week, but that didn't come together because of the missed days. And then it was like -15 and 20, which is too cold to paint here. The wind was blowing. You can get a drop in temperature really fast here, and we don't want to drop in temperature like real fast. Then we got the paint, and the paint apparently wasn't the exact color that they were thinking it was going to be. It was too light, and they wanted it darker. So the paint there's a change in the paint color because it wasn't mixing right with the black, and they just didn't collide there. They didn't work together. They kind of clashed, and so on and so forth. So like we're just gonna keep putting this stuff off and keep plugging away until next week. And like I said, me and Work Compadre, we still notice a few things that we have to do to this, and then we got to have a plan of action on how to paint it. This shop needs to be blown out, cleaned up, and that blow up paint booth is going to come over here. We're going to set that up. So I mean, I didn't show you guys that thing last time. I'll show it to you this time, like big time. I have to. I'll insist on it. And even if these guys are running around here in it, I'll insist on it. So that too. So this actually has to go out. The booth has to come in. This has to be put back in. The booth is, we have to set up lights in the booth. We have to have this place warmed up again after we open all the doors and stuff. And after we get this thing outside and we move it around and we bring it back in, well, this vehicle's going to be cold and we have to warm the vehicle back up. And it's going to, I mean, the weather depending, I mean, when it comes to painting, your environment that you're painting in is key. And if it's too cold, the paint's too cold, or the air's too cold, or the temperature's not right from one end of the booth to the other, or the vehicle's cold, the paint is not going to stick to it at all. I can't paint on a cold vehicle, right? So, I mean, there's just a lot of factors blended in that can work against us right now pretty hard. So, I mean, you only want to do this once and you want to get it right. And then, of course, like I said, we have stripes that need to be painted on. Work Compadre wants to tape it off and paint these stripes on first, let them dry, then tape off the stripes, then paint the orange, and then clear coat the whole thing. That's how he wants to do it. It's like, okay, whatever you want, painter, I'll help you do it. So we're going to work together on that. And I was only down here 2 days this week. Work Compadre was down here a couple more. As you can see, he's got, like I showed you, he's got this stuff done, and he's got this gate done and all this stuff. So we're still moving forward, right? We're still moving forward on all this stuff. We're not going backwards at all. We're getting things done. The days that we are down here, we are getting things done. And everything here is zooming right along, except for this fine tuning on this thing over here, them little holes in the spots. And it's just, once you blow it off and wipe it off, man, everything starts showing up again, right? Like, it's just, man, it's a battle doing this stuff. I don't know if you guys know, or body man out there, but I mean, it's not exactly the easiest job in the world. It's dusty, it's dirty, it can be frustrating as hell. It can be time consuming, and you can put a lot of work and a lot of time into it, and then actually watch yourself get almost nowheres with hours and hours and hours of doing something, right? Like, thank you for our vice grip hanger clamps, man. Look at that, like that. I'm gonna patent this idea right here. The C-clamp vice grips and the hanging on the truck, right? Like, use your work environment to do all your goodies in your shop, right? So, yeah. So I'm at the end of my day, and I'm hungry and I'm thirsty, and guess what? Guess what it's doing outside again? It's snowing again. As you can see, it's snowing again. I showed you on the video this morning, it was not snowing. The sun was coming up in the horizon, and it was looking like a nice day. Guess what? Bang, twist and turn. The most storms, when they come up here, they just do a big damn circle, and they come back and hit us twice. That's how they hit us. They hit us twice. Excuse me, I still got a bad cough. And I am done my day, and I want to go the hell home. I got parenting to do and supper to make and myself to get clean, and these guys have my heater, and they're going to bring it back to me tomorrow. So when they bring my heater back to me tomorrow, I'll go out in the shop and I'll do something out there. But I've got to change you borrow my mother's car, and I'm changing. I have to change the oil in it now. So I'm going to change the oil in my mother's car, and I got a new tool. I've got a new tool that I'm going to unbox and put together and show all you guys what I got for a new tool. And I've ordered another new tool. I'm supposed to get that one tomorrow, but this is all weather permitting. Sometimes these tools can't make it up the mountain. Sometimes it can, sometimes it can't. Depends on who the damn driver is. I'll tell you right now, and you know what I mean by that. Some of these guys can't even find my house, and it's been there for 40 freaking years, right? But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna make a video because I have to change the oil, and I'm gonna want to unbox that tool because I want to check it out and play with it myself. And these guys are bringing back my heater, which means I'll have heat and I won't have to work out there in this frigid ass minus 15, minus 20, minus 30 with the wind chill bullshit anymore. So that being said, this is my video to you guys these days of my daily events with Work Compadre, who is happy-go-lucky but busy as hell, and he plans on going greasy triple ripping tomorrow. So I think I'm going to have his boy is going to be mine tomorrow to take care of, Zane. He's going to be mine tomorrow to take care of while old Work Compadre goes out greasy triple ripping on his old greasy triple player snowmobile with his sore ass arm. And him and Barrett. Yeah, Barrett. He's got a greasy triple too. So Work Compadre and Barrett go greasy triple ripping while I get to stay home and take care of kids. I don't think it's fair myself. It's not fair, is it, you guys? I should have a greasy triple too to go ripping with these guys, because it sounds like it's quite fun. There's going to be a lot of snowmobiles out ripping the trails like tonight, tomorrow night, and the weekend, because it's supposed to be sunny tomorrow, sunny Sunday. And when it comes to snowmobiling around here, there's a short window, and these guys get this short window. They like to take advantage of this short window and go ripping, and I don't blame them one bit. I wish I had a snowmobile to rip with them, because the trails up here in the wintertime, it's like a whole new different world. It's amazing. It's the funnest sport and my most favorite thing to do out of any motorsport ever is snowmobiling, but it's impractical to own one because you don't know if you're ever going to get snow. So then you got to keep the main thing maintained, and you got to have storage for it and all that stuff. So it's really impractical. But when it comes to days like this and weekends like this is the weekend I'd want one, because sometimes you only get this one weekend a year, and I think that this weekend is that weekend. So kudos to all you greasy triple guys and all you snowmobile guys out there. I wish Nathan good luck and good ventures. Stay warm. Don't drink and drive, and have fun. Right. So this being said, like I said, 10 freaking minutes ago, I am done my day and I am on my way home. I have cleanup to do, supper to make, parenting to do, and that is that. So thank you guys for your time. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and commenting and all that stuff. Look at the hands on this guy. They're terrible looking. Yeah, so this is Dirty Doug. Thanks for everything, you guys. You're the best. I got the best followers in the world. Thanks a lot, guys. This is Dirty Doug. Over and out.